Hey everyone, I'm TeachPine. Welcome to my Strife crafting tutorial. In this video I will explain to you how recipes work, how you can change the components for recipes, and give you some basic crafting tips. So let's get into it. There are a lot of items in Strife, for example this cleric chalice. Items in Strife consist out of basic components, which are those, and recipes. The finished item will always give the combination of all the stats of all the components used. For example, 6 power from this power shard, 1.4 mana regeneration per second from this clarity shard, and 1.5 mana regeneration per second, and the heal from the cleric chalice recipe. So, crafting allows us to change those components. I could, for example, say, let's make a tanky cleric chalice and put 2 health shards in here. Then we get, if we buy this item, a lot of health, and still the stats from the recipe, which are a little bit of mana regeneration, and the health, the heal every time you spend mana. So that is how crafting works so far. And how now you could say, hey, let's put a lot of power in there, because that would be really cool, right? No, but it is not. This is super terrible, inefficient. The reason for that is that components are way too expensive for what they give. So you always want to keep the amount of components in your crafted items as low as possible. So what is as low as possible though? Every component, every recipe has a number of minimum components in here. So the cleric chalice has 2, for example. 2 doesn't mean you have to have 2 components. 2 means you have to have components in there with the component value of 2. Every basic component has a value, which is the number on the bottom left of the component, and it is bound to the cost. So the more expensive a component is, the more points it gives. So we could craft, for example, this cleric chalice as it's meant to, or the default recipe is this. We get 1 point from the clarity shard and 1 point from the power shard. We could replace one of them with a health shard or both. So that is a way to do it. However, the cleric chalice is actually probably one of the first few items you want to craft, because right now it's a pretty good idea on a lot of heroes, not of all of them, but on a lot of heroes, to start with the clarity stone and craft that as soon as or build that as soon as possible in the game in a cleric chalice. The reason for that is that the clarity stone is a little bit cheaper than 2 clarity shards, so the item is a little bit more efficient than if I would do it this way. And mana regeneration is really strong in the early game, and the cleric chalice is a good starting item on a lot of heroes, like for example Moxie. So this is actually probably one of the first few items you want to craft. So if you don't know where to spend your elixirs on, feel free to craft this item. I will do this right now. Every craft costs 360 elixirs. You get nails by finishing games. So let's do this. Purchase with elixirs, and there we go, a crafted cleric chalice built out of a clarity stone instead of a clarity shard and a power shard. And now we can open our vault and see all our items. Right now I only have that because that's my first craft item. I'm so proud. So I hope this helped a little bit. Thanks a lot for watching, have fun, and see you next time.